Hi, I want to talk about trauma and why it makes us feel so bad about ourselves. A researcher named Edna Foa found that people that go through trauma end up feeling confused and incompetent. I had never seen that research before, but it really helped me in thinking about trauma and how it works. So let's say something traumatic happens to me, it's a surprise. So then I feel really confused, like, wait a minute, what just happened? And then if I try to think about how could I have gotten out of that situation? It was so bad. And we start looking for, like, what could I have done? Could I have gone here? Could I have said this? Could I have done this? And I think that makes us feel incompetent because we're looking for all these ways we could have escaped the trauma, and we're spending our time on that. If you think about it, when you're feeling confused and you're feeling incompetent, you're staying stuck in that trauma and you're not moving forward. One of the things that Edna Foa was one of the authors of was the idea that we could do exposure therapy to trauma. So she would have her patients write out what happened to them and write it and read it and become kind of immersed in it so it didn't make them react so much to it. Sometimes she had patients speak it into a tape recorder or phone and then hear it back. And so it's kind of like desensitizing yourself to all the trauma. And if you do something like that in therapy, it's going to be important to work on not feeling so confused and not feeling incompetent. I know that when trauma happens, sometimes the order and logic in our brain doesn't work because we're using the part of our brain that doesn't store logic, it stores high emotion. So when you talk about the trauma, it helps you realize the order that it actually goes in. That helps us feel more comfortable. And then we realize that, sometimes things just happen and we're not in control of them, and that's not our fault.